My boyfriend gets so jealous over his brother's girlfriend that he cries until he vomits. I'm 21, and my boyfriend Jake, who's 22, has just thrown our entire relationship into question. We've been together since high school, the kind of couple you'd call high school sweethearts, living in an apartment shared with his brother, Finn. Now, Finn, who's 26, has been dating this amazing woman named Bonnie for the past 3 months. They met on Tinder, and with the world easing up on restrictions, we've finally been able to see them together in person. Bonnie is she's incredible. They're one of those couples that make you roll your eyes because they're so in love. Picture this, they finish each other's sentences, they share these gooey-eyed looks across the dinner table, it's sweet, yet kind of gross in its intensity. But here's where it gets complicated. A few days ago, I started noticing Jake acting all kinds of weird. He was quiet, distant, going to bed early like he was avoiding me, and waking up late. I tried to kiss him one morning, and he just turned away. It hurt, you know? So, I waited for the right moment, when Finn was out, to sit Jake down and ask what was up. He started off defensive, almost hostile, but when I told him how his actions were really cutting me deep, he just exploded. He confessed he was rethinking our entire relationship because of Bonnie and Finn. He went into detail about how Bonnie didn't get bangs because Finn said he thought they looked stupid, comparing it to when I got a pixie cut without asking him first. He then threw in how Bonnie gives Finn a blowjob every night before bed and every morning, something I've never been comfortable with, thanks to a scarring incident with Jake's braces. He accused me of not doing enough for him, like massaging him or packing his lunch, like Bonnie does for Finn. This was a shock because we've never been that couple. We used to mock the lovey-dovey types, even decided against celebrating Valentine's Day, his idea. But here he was, crying, saying he felt sick because he was missing out on what Finn had. He was crying so hard he started gagging and actually threw up a little. I was stunned, didn't know what to do, so I just handed him some water and went to bed, feeling like the ground had just vanished beneath my feet. I left for work early the next day, spent the day at a coffee shop, just delaying the inevitable return home. I was clueless, were we still together? What do I even say to him? Update asterisk. When I finally came home, Jake was gone. Finn was there, looking serious, asked me to sit down. He didn't spill all the beans, but they had a talk while I was out. He showed me some texts. Turns out, Jake had been listening to Finn and Bonnie through the walls, that's how he knew all those intimate details. When Finn got back, Jake tried making light of it, but then he made some racist comments about Bonnie. That was the last straw for Finn, he kicked Jake out. Now, Jake's staying at their parents', and I'm left to cover his share of the rent because Finn won't let him back, and Jake won't return. Now, let's clear some things up. Jake never hinted he wanted more romance before, we bonded over hating all that mushy stuff. But thinking back, he's had emotional outbursts over trivial stuff before, like when his food order came wrong or his favorite item was sold out. And my aversion to oral sex? It's from a painful incident involving Jake's braces, not something I can easily forget. As for Bonnie and Finn, I genuinely feel bad for her, caught in this mess. But they're happy, work at this intense job together, so she preps these cute bento boxes for them, and Finn does sweet things like fixing her car or dealing with spiders. They're the couple you wish for but can't help feeling a bit jealous of. And for those who think this is all made up, I wish it were. Now, I've got the delightful task of figuring out how to ship 200 Funko Pops back to my now ex-boyfriend. Life, huh? It really knows how to throw you for a loop. But this experience? It's taught me a lot about relationships, expectations, and the importance of truly knowing your partner. Stay tuned, because this journey is far from over.